Welcome to the midweek market report for StatsEdgeTrading, Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. As always, middle of the week, end of the week, we zoom out a little bit. We look at what's happened so far, what we think can happen till the end of the week. In the middle of those days, I just put out little snippets of, hey, take a look at this chart, little things like that. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of them, go to StatsEdgeTrading.com, sign up for the email list, and let's actually take a look here at what StatsEdgeTrading.com is. So, simple website. If you want to try trade ideas and import my watch list directly into trade ideas, you can do it right there. You can sign up for my email list right here as well. And also, we have this free trading course, just completely free. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to even give me your email or do anything. Just like 39 lessons that start from what is a stock and then ends all the way with how to journal, create a trader checklist, all of this. Again, check it out completely for free over there. Let's get into Bitcoin. Cannot get going here. Every rally is being met with sellers. This was actually a bit of a funny one where they said, oh, we approved the Bitcoin ETF, and then no, we didn't. This seems really manipulated to me just because there's going to be a Bitcoin ETF at some point. So you would imagine the market's already priced that in. I'll be looking for that as a sell the news event, but who knows? Again, until we can get a sustained rally over some of these recent levels, not really too interested in this. US dollar CHF is something that I'm watching here. Let's get rid of all these anchored VWAPs. These are no longer valid. Not interested in these, but massive push up or a sell, I guess, in CHF over a long period of time has come back into this zone right here and is starting to dig in. And that's this kind of shelf that happened a couple days ago, digging in right there. If we can get a nice bounce off of that level, that's interesting to me on USD CHF. And that was pretty much it for looking at what I was looking from the currency space. The yen still looks really, really good, but I'm just worried about, where's this, US dollar yen. Still looking really good, but it's had a couple of these, if I zoom into the 4 hour, it's had a couple of these wick downs. And I think this is the Bank of Japan really kind of fighting this. So regardless of how good this chart looks, I don't think I'm going to step in front of it. Now, getting in here to trade ideas, again, you can try this completely for free, and you can go to StatsEdgeTrading.com to sign up there. I've been talking about, it seems ad nauseum on Twitter and in these videos about this gap, and we just can't seem to get through this gap. Every time we hit it, we fail, we hit it, we fail. So I'm going to continue to look for some longs because I already have a bunch of shorts. I don't have many longs right now in case we reverse and move higher. But this close today doesn't look too good. The fact that we kind of pulled back and closed off of this level, looking to me like we could get some continuation, maybe test this 420 level. Again, nothing's for sure, but a little bit worrisome there. So we go into XLK. This is our consumer discretionaries, or no, sorry, XLY I want to talk about. XLK is technology. I want to talk about XLY, which is consumer discretionary. A little bear flag going on here, right? Big push down in the market, sideways consolidation, hanging out right at lows. If this continues down to the 150 area, that's kind of the concerning zone for me. If it just breaks this area, I think it could definitely get to 150, which is just this area right here. But looking very bear flaggish. Again, consumer discretionary is people buying stuff that they don't need. It's a good kind of risk on sensor on the economy, and seeing it potentially break down like this is not ideal. Now, opposite of consumer discretionary is consumer staples. So consumer staples is looking like the other way. It's the only couple sectors that I saw that were up today. One of them being consumer staples is up a little bit today. Consumer staples being, hey, this is stuff that you need. Consumer discretionary is this is kind of whatever you want. The fact that consumer discretionary looks like it's breaking down, consumer staples is bouncing, means at least for now, the market is shifting to a little bit more of a risk-on basis. But again, I mentioned a couple shorts periodically, and I have some of the consumer discretionary short. So I'm going to continue to add longs to the watch list. Again, if you want my entire watch list, go to StatsEdgeTrading.com, sign up for the email list. But here are just some names that I'm looking at. Zoom out here. And CMTL. So CMTL is one that's broken out of this zone right here. And with the market selling off today, this one actually held pretty good. So if it can get above this area tomorrow or over the next day, I really like the look of this one for a push up. No idea what this does, but nice breakout and hold on this name. Finger motion. Again, don't know what most of these things do, but this is just getting, I've mentioned this a few times on Twitter, this is getting very, very tight. It's kind of getting this consolidation range, and then even over the last 4 or 5 days, it's gotten really tight against this zone. So if we can break above this, that's what I'm looking for on this FNGR. Just a massive mover from like $1 up to $8 on that one. TAL, which is a Chinese name, so obviously be careful with these, the trading overnight risk. But another one held up very well today, holding really tightly near highs. If this can get going, it could break 10. GRPN, so Groupon, another name. You know, this had this massive sell-off day, but it looks like it's just retracing that entirely, and it's going to get back over, potentially get back over this zone right here. So if it can get through that, again, basically I'm just looking for things that were up today, and when the market's selling off, because then if the market rebounds tomorrow over the next few days, I think there's a good chance that we could get really good entry points on everything that I'm showing you, which is in some sort of sustained trend. Last, UEC. This is a junky little uranium play. Pushed up from like $2.50 to $5, has a 11% short float on this name. So if it can break out of this base and continue, that's what I'm looking for here on UEC, just to join the uranium play in case that whole thing is just not over yet. So, as always, thank you guys very much for coming. I appreciate the likes and the comments and the shares and all that kind of stuff, and going to StatsEdgeTrading.com and signing up for that email list. I will talk to you guys soon.